Well, first, foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the Hebrew Israelites. This is Brother Araki coming back, and a real quick one. Blessing of a father, okay, is how I'm going to entitle this video, and this is something I received today, and I'm very grateful for this. Okay, long story short, you know, my father, you know, called myself up for I you can say a favor, but something to, you know, to help out with something, okay, which, you know, I wanted to make sure that I'm able to help, okay, because I had other things as well. I had a very busy schedule, and yeah, frankly, I could have, you know, cut the other thing out completely, but I was able to fit everything in, so everything went, you know, beautifully. But most importantly, I wanted to make sure that the helping hand, giving helping hands to my father, that would be secured. Okay, these are these are monumental situations. You don't want to miss out on this. Okay, remember that video by Elder Apostle Gabar, make peace with your father, make peace with your pops. You know, Jake in the world, you know, normally don't have the perfect relationship with their father growing up. You know, we all, I mean, you know, we all know the picture, okay? The parents break up, you're getting raised up with your mom, you know, you see your father, but, you know, he's in your life, he's not really in your life, or he's, you know, more in your life, or he's less in your life, but then, you know, your mother, you know, gonna say some, you know, bad things about your father, you know, also, you know, develop a certain view that you have of your own father as well, and, you know, then, you know, you're not giving that respect to him as you should, and, you know, you may have arguments, and, you know, it may escalate or it may not. You know, we all know the picture, man. And then, you know, Jake emotional as all hell, you know, being raised up by these single mamas. So then, you know, those relationships can, you know, paternal relationship can pretty much get, you know, destroyed pretty much. And, you know, I wouldn't say myself I had the case of, you know, the relationship, you know, with my father being destroyed at some point, but it has not been perfect at some point. You know, at some point, you know, the respect for myself has been lacking. But yeah, since I came into this truth, since I saw that video from Elder Apostle Gabar, in which he went into this very same chapter of Sirach 3, after that, you know, the relationship has been, you know, quite very good with my father, and now, you know, I would say better than ever. You know, this last year or so. But after that situation, he, you know, you know, so lucky. It's been a long day. But yeah, I don't want to go to the exact details. But he just, you know, after the fact, he just said that hey, he gave that blessing that, hey, you know, blessed may you be when you go out, blessed may you be when you come in. You know, pretty much that the same blessing that we're gonna get in the kingdom. Let me actually begin with that. Is part of the blessings of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Okay, meaning what it just means that in all your ways you're gonna be, you know, well fortunate and blessed. You know, when you come into your house, when you go out of your house, you know, when you at your crib, or when you at the move, you know, when you're meeting this person or when you're doing that activity, that, you know, in just your dealings, you're gonna be blessed. Okay? So lucky, man. It is the verse. Let me read it first in KJV and then in the NLT. Deuteronomy 28:6. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out. Okay, that's pretty much the kind of blessing my father, you know, gave unto me. You know that hey, it's just things just gonna go well, and I was, you know, very happy to hear it. Okay, it's a good omen. Okay, it's a good sign. Because of your father, your Hebrew Israelite, and you know, that's what Elder Apostle Gabar was. And I hope I didn't say Elder Apostle Tahar earlier, because yeah, it was Elder Apostle Gabar who had made that video, and he said that, you know, stop with that petty shit. You know, no matter what happened in the past, you know, just you know, make peace with your father. It's one of the best advices. So Salakia for that again. Deuteronomy 28:6 in the NLT. Wherever you go and whatever you do, you will be blessed. You know, this pretty much in other words is what my father, you know, said to me today. Okay. And, you know, showing in a biblical light why that is a major thing. Sirach 3:1. Hear me, Salakia, hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe. For the Lord has given the father honor over the children, and has confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons. Verse 3. Whoso honoreth his father maketh an atonement for his sins. In this flesh, we are sinning every day, bro. So if you would like an atonement for that, you have to honor your father, man. So put it, you know, in a context, if you disrespect your father, your sins are not getting atoned for. Part of being in this truth of the Bible is that you have to respect your father. You have to honor your father. And I know these scriptures also speak about mother, but, you know, the father comes first. You know, notice how in verse 2 it says father first. You know, father is the head of the house. Of course, you stay respectful with your mother, but the emphasis is for the father. Okay. So if, let's say your father has passed away, you still honor him in your memory. You're not cursing him out in your memory, in your mind. No. Verse 4. And he that honoreth his mother is as one that layeth up treasure. Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children, and when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard. And this is what it all comes down to. We wish our prayers are being heard, because what are we praying for? We're praying for that we are of the elect of the Hebrew Israelites. We're praying that this world system of Esau Edom goes down. We praying for the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, and that we are the elect Israelites in it. So you respect your father, you know, your prayers shall be heard. You know, that is going to, by far or with a grand margin, is gonna augment or increase your likelihood of being of the elect. Okay, you respecting your father. Okay, he that honoreth his father shall have a long life, and he that is obedient unto the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother. He that feareth the Lord will honor his father, and will do service unto his parents as to his masters. Okay, so your father asks you for some help with some things. You know, he want to, you know, change the tires of his car. You know, and you know, you have some bullshit activity that you had planned out. You know, you just wanted to chill at the, grip, play some video games, and then you send him text, nah, I'm busy right now. Nah, that's some fucking nigga behavior. You better hop onto the shower, put some pants on, put your shirt on, and go and help your father, man. Honor thy father and thy mother, both in word and deed, that the blessing may come upon thee from them. And this is what I received today. Okay, very happy for it. Verse 9, for the blessing of the father established the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooted out foundations. So you don't want your parents to pretty much curse you out. That's a fucked up scenario. Here it is, you came from your father's seed, from his testicles, and here it is, you spent 9 months in your mother's womb, and they curse you. Then that's a fucked up thing. Okay. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee. So, your father, some things goes bad, and you laugh about it, and you're like, haha, yeah, look at that dude. Yeah, too bad for you. No, if you do that, you are dishonoring your own head. You dishonoring yourself. Okay? For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father. So it's very important that you don't have to, see with your father, every week or something like that. Even, with my father, we, sometimes we see, maybe once a month, or, it depends. It depends. Sometimes more rarely. It has been times that it has been very rare. Sometimes, twice a month or 3 times a month, it depends. But the point is that just you don't have to see them every day, okay? Your father or your mother, but yeah, the emphasis on the father. You don't have to see him every day or once a week. Just make peace, okay? Not even once a month. It's not obligated. There's not a number on it. How often you have to see your father. Just make peace. Okay, so then you're gonna receive that honor as well. That he sees that you are a straight up individual with a working brain in his head. That you're working towards something. You cannot just be stagnant in life. You have to work towards something. And a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth. And that's through the Spirit, because I didn't remember this is here, but through the Spirit, this is what happened. He needed a hand with something, and oh praise Yahweh, how shy. I was able to be there for him, and it really it was very convenient unto him in the end. So that's beautiful. Okay, and this yeah, man. Okay, yeah. I have to get all of this, man, and I have to highlight it as well. This powerful over here. Okay, so verse 12 again. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth. So I kind of like the color. I like the green more. And if his understanding fail, have patience with him, and despise him not when thou art in thy full strength. So even if he's not in this truth, just be patient. Just say that you politely agree. Well, if your father wants to eat some pork with you, then say I politely refuse. I wish not to eat this pork, and stuff like this. You keep the respect. Now then, if he decides to then what they call in the world crash out, if he loses his temper, you shouldn't get on that same energy and start to curse him out. That's just gonna escalate the problem. You should try and stay as calm as possible, and just slow down the situation, and just do your best to, be respectful and at peace. And at the end of the day, if your father wants to say stuff like, don't ever contact me again, or we don't want to be that he don't want to be in touch, you can still try. You still try to be peaceful and try to, seek unto him. But if it doesn't go through, in your heart you still only have good energy towards him. Okay, that's the key. For the relieving of thy father shall not be forgotten, and instead of sins it shall be added to build thee up. You see, beautiful. In the day of thine affliction it shall be remembered, thy sins also shall melt away as the ice in the fair warm weather. He that forsaketh his father is a blasphemer, and he that angereth his mother is cursed of the Most High. Okay, so this part of the truth, very much so, something you need to keep in mind in regards to your parents, especially in regards to your father. In closing, I want to say all praise, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahushua B'Hashem, HaKadosh. Lord willing, this video was edifying. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and is on to the next one. Shalom.